morning, Mustangs, and happy Halloween! Thank you for joining us once again. It's Monday, October 31st, and I am Amir Islam. In the headlines, we have a recap of Red Ribbon Week, a look into FSA's basketball team, and FSA's home visit system. But first, it's time for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We also want to recognize FSA's efforts in drug prevention. Last week, students showed drug awareness during Red Ribbon Week with various styles to stand up against drugs. Here are some highlights. We should always keep the mission of FSA in mind: to deliver an educational framework designed to achieve the highest academic results and instill enduring strength of character by leveraging innovation and STEAM curriculums for college preparedness and lifelong student success. Basketball season is steadily approaching, Mustangs. For the sports summary of the week, we go to Mustang News reporter Avash Badachan as he provides us with an inside look on FSA's largest sports team.
Basketball season is one of the most highly anticipated sports seasons of the year, with it having the largest turnout for athletes of any other sport at FSA. With 5 different divisions of teams and 1 newly added division as of this year, FSA basketball is not only a sport to our Mustangs, it's a culture. Starting with the youngest division, the FSA Navy team essentially acts as a JV for middle school basketball. It primarily consists of 5th and 6th grade athletes, developing their skill sets and fundamentals of the game at an early age. We then move up to the middle school teams for boys and girls. These 2 teams consist of 7th and 8th grade athletes, with some 8th graders even moving up to play at the JV level. FSA 8th grader Rohan, who is playing on the boys middle school team this year, was recently presented with the opportunity to move up to the JV level and chose to decline. He shared with us the reasonings behind this decision.
This is my first year playing FSA basketball, and I feel like I should develop my skills and focus on one team rather than having to juggle 2 at the same time.
The decision was a tough one. However, the boys JV team has a much different playing style as the middle school team. The boys JV team consists of mostly 9th and 10th grade athletes, and in accordance to their age, they are expected to know and understand the game better. Finally, we reach the boys and newly added girls varsity teams. These teams represent the peak of FSA basketball, primarily consisting of the oldest 11th and 12th grade athletes. These athletes are considered as role models to the younger groups as they have the most experience. FSA 11th grader Bill, who is playing on the varsity boys team this year, had this to say on his development throughout the years.
Last year was my first year playing high school basketball for FSA, and it's very apparent that from the time I first tried out to now, I am a much better player and overall athlete. I've learned that varsity basketball is a commitment, and what separates the people who get selected and who don't is simply based on how much work you put in.
We encourage everyone to follow the official FSA basketball Instagram page for updates and wish the best of luck to our Mustangs this season. For Mustang News, I am Avash Badachan.
Just like we keep the mission of FSA in mind, it is equally important that we remind ourselves on the vision of FSA. Fulton Science Academy Private School endeavors to be a nationally recognized school, serving advanced and gifted students committed to academic success, civic responsibility, global citizenship, and high ethical values within a safe environment that celebrates diversity and is nurtured by the collaborative efforts of all stakeholders. Trick or treat is a tradition for Halloween, but this evening there will be a slight chance of rain. Stay protected and grab your umbrella on this night of adventure. The temperature will be in the upper 60s with lows in the upper 40s. Tomorrow, the temperature will be in the 70s and will fall to the mid-40s that night. Keeping with today's Halloween spirit, today's quote shines a light on Jack Skellington. the main character from the movie A Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack reminds us always to have hope and pride in what we believe in by saying, "Just because I cannot see it doesn't mean I cannot believe it." It's time for a scary joke of the day. What do ghosts wear when their eyesight gets blurry? Spookticles! In today's Mustang Matters segment, we want to show our appreciation to 3 spectacular staff members who have been conducting home visits with their students in order to establish a stronger community at FSA. Here's Mustang News reporter Isabel Liu with more details.
FSA is constantly using new strategies to further connect the students and staff. Home visits or home tours are used to facilitate stronger bonds in the FSA community, but more importantly, they help students' educational development. For those who are unaware, home visits and tours are when teachers are invited to a student's household where they'll likely eat together and get to know each other better, offering a safe space for parents to voice their concerns. Not only do home tours encourage good relationships between staff, students, and family members, they also motivate parents to become more involved with their students' school life in general. Recently, our school participated on a home tour where they visited 10 students' homes in a single day to show that they care. Home tours and visits are not replacements for parent-teacher conferences, but ways that a staff member can show their support and care towards these families by really taking the time to talk to them.
And we have more time too, because usually in the school setting, I don't have like an hour to sit down and visit. So it gives me that time to have like an hour and just like visit.
Staff members were able to learn more about the cultures and traditions of the students to be culturally responsive to the rich heritages of their families.
Recently, we had the home visit tour, so we visited 10 families in a day, and that was really fun. That was around Diwali, so we were able to learn about like different cultures. They explained like their tradition and like what it means and everything.
In their home environment or another chosen alternative location, students and their families feel more at ease.
Also, just they're a little bit more comfortable when they're in their home environment.
A special hurrah goes out to Mr. Turan, Miss Oliver, and Mrs. Huff for taking time out of their precious weekends to help bring the FSA's community closer together. If you're interested in a home visit, send an email to the school counselor of your grade. From Mustang News, I'm Isabel Liu.
Before we close this episode of Mustang News, there are some important reminders we must share. If you are feeling sick, stay home. Check COVID updates on the FSA website, and please review FSA's protocol. Remember, the first person you need to get in touch with if you are experiencing symptoms or if you had a positive test is the school nurse. Stay safe and healthy, Mustangs, and don't forget to subscribe to FSA's YouTube channel. I am Amira Islam, reminding you that when we, you, and I care, we are always #stronger together.